it's scary.
New details on the jet crash that rocked a northeast Philadelphia neighborhood. A person on the ground is among the victims, and officials fear the death toll could rise. Chopper 3 over the aftermath. An enormous crater is left in the ground from the jet's impact. Debris from the aircraft was thrown several blocks. The key piece of evidence officials are looking for tonight. Investigators are trying to piece together how this happened as members of the community try to wrap their heads around the devastation. Good evening, I'm Aziza Shuler. This all unfolded just miles from Northeast Philadelphia Airport, where the medical jet took off from around 6 o'clock last night. The flight lasted less than a minute before the jet crashed down onto Cottman Avenue. All 6 passengers on board were killed. A person on the ground in a vehicle also lost their life, and the city says at least 19 people were injured. Late today, the NTSB provided an update on its investigation. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Ryan Hughes is live near the crash site with the latest tonight. Ryan, what can you tell us?
Hey, Aziza, good evening to you. Nearly 30 hours after this horrific crash, police still have a large area blocked off. Now, the NTSB is calling this a high-impact crash, and we're told that debris field is about 4 to 5 blocks. Tonight, federal investigators are asking everyone in this neighborhood to stay away from the crash site and not to touch any of the debris because it's dangerous and part of their investigation. Home security video captured the explosion and massive fireball that filled the sky over northeast Philadelphia. Cars burst into flames and debris was launched into the air.
It was so violent, and I threw my shoes on, ran outside, and I just heard everybody screaming.
Kyle Sokolowski says his home shook, and when he made it outside near Cottman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard, he says he witnessed complete chaos and immediately helped a woman whose car caught fire.
Guided her to the Dunkin' Donuts, called her family members, asked her if she wanted me to call anyone for her, gave her my hoodie because she had no clothes on. They all got burned up from the fire.
Medevac Med Service, Northeast Tower.
The NTSB says the medical transport jet climbed to about 1,500 feet after it took off from Northeast Philadelphia Airport around 6:06 Friday night. The plane was in the air for less than a minute before it plunged to the ground and crashed near the Roosevelt Mall.
We are still looking for the cockpit voice recorder. We have located the 2 engines, but for the cockpit voice recorder, we are still looking for it.
Officials say all 6 people on board the plane died in the crash, including a pediatric patient who just finished treatment at Shriners Children's Hospital. The girl, her mother, and 4 crew members were en route to Missouri before heading home to Mexico.
That at least one other person perished in this tragedy, and this individual was in a car.
Mayor Sherelle Parker says 19 people on the ground were also injured, and at least 5 homes caught fire. As federal investigators collect debris and work to determine what went wrong, Sokolowski says these haunting images will stay with him, but he finds some comfort knowing he tried to help people.
I am very fortunate that our house was spared and my family is all right. It's just the loss of life is devastating.
And the NTSB said tonight it is classifying this crash as an accident. We're told it could take days, possibly weeks, to collect all of that debris. It will be loaded onto a truck and a trailer and then taken to a secure location where it will be carefully analyzed as part of the investigation. We are also told that Mayor Parker is expected to give another update on the crash tomorrow morning. We're live in Northeast Philadelphia tonight. Ryan Hughes, CBS News Philadelphia. Aziza?
Thank you, Ryan.